No NATO, no war.
No NATO, no war.
We don't work for you no more.
We don't work for you no more.
You need this war, they say to the American people. You need this war in order to have enough food, in order to have housing, in order to have the materials that you need to have a good society. This war is going to bring this to you. And I think what people learned is that the war didn't bring those things. Who was it that made profits from the war and who suffered?
2 months ago, I visited the monument at Ground Zero for my first time with 2 Afghans. The tragic monument. I'm going to toss this medal today for the 33,000 civilians who died in Afghanistan that won't have a monument built for them. And this is for the Afghan Youth Peace Volunteers.
Both political parties supported the war in Vietnam. Both political parties support the continuation of a war economy.
Robert Jones, New York, I symbolically return all Vietnam medals and other service medals given me by the power structure that has genocidal policies against non-white peoples of the world.
Right on.
All power to the people.
That the cause of the war wasn't a policy, or it wasn't a bad president, or a bad string of presidents, or even 5 bad presidents. People were forced over the years to see that it was the whole organization of the society. And to call it something that we'd been taught all of our lives was just rhetoric and communist slogans. Imperialism, capitalism. That's what it was. That's why we were fighting the war.
First and foremost, this is for the people of Iraq and Afghanistan. Second of all, this is for our real forefathers. I'm talking about the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. I'm talking about the Black Panthers. I'm talking about the Civil Rights Movement. I'm talking about unions. I'm talking about our socialist brothers and sisters, our communist brothers and sisters, our anarchist brothers and sisters, and our ecology brothers and sisters. That's who our real forefathers are.
Ho Chi Minh, Viet Cong is gonna win!
And lastly, and most importantly, our enemies are not 7,000 miles from home. They sit in boardrooms. They are CEOs. They are bankers. They are hedge fund managers. They do not live 7,000 miles from home. Our enemies are right here, and we look at them every day.
We don't want to fight anymore, but if we have to fight again, it'll be to take these steps.
And what starts to be revealed more and more, with more and more suffering, is that of course it's a class society here. Really no different, subject to the same laws that you see operating in the rest of the world. And that lesson is a very powerful lesson. That lesson is an explosive lesson.
I will not be a part of that anymore. These medals don't mean anything to me, and they can have them back.
As long as we've been organizers and revolutionaries, one of the main things that people have asked us is, or have said to us, is that you can't win, it can't work. What can you accomplish? There's nothing we can do. This United States government is so powerful. Just think back 2 months, think back 2 years, think back 5 years. We used to chant, right on take Saigon, or ho 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 Chi Minh, the NLF is going to win. Who believed it? Who could believe it? Who had been educated? Who had the tools to believe it? It just happened.
My name's Peter Brannigan, and I got a Purple Heart here, and I hope I get another one fighting these motherfuckers.